Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Kalispell, Montana. And it's a really nice day. The last couple of days was super hot, which is part of the reason I didn't go live is because I was just red and drenched. It was so hot up here in the studio. My husband's going to be hooking up the air conditioner that we used to use in the boys' computer room, and now it will be in the studio. So whew, I know my card club girls will be very happy for that come this summer. If the last 2 days was any indication of what our summer could be like. Right now, I do have the windows open, so if you hear the lawnmowers that are going, my apologies. I think that the camera pulls out that sound, so yeah, I'm just keeping a draft going in here to keep it cool because it was sweltering in here the last 2 days, even with windows open and everything. So I think part of it is the skylights. I might be getting some new skylights that I can then open up to give more airflow, or that I can put the shade and not have all the sun coming in. So new house, new tricks to figure out as each season goes through. Once we've been in the house for a year, we'll have an idea how it goes. It's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summer. Go figure. So, but you don't want to hear all about that. You want to hear and see our new paper pumpkin. So let's switch cameras and let me know where you're watching from. I always love to know, even if you're watching that on replay. Thank you, yay for replays. I really love that Facebook offers that. At least for a live, it's there for 30 days. It's not past. However, just remember you can always go back over to my Junebug Creations 29 on YouTube, and the videos are captured there forever. So you can always go back and look for it if you can't find it here after 30 days. And I may just go into those. I should probably just go into some of those or start putting my YouTube channel in the comments so that if you're looking for it, you can find it. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I wanted to show you that we have new scissors. So I went ahead and put this on my new scissors. No, that's not traditionally what I do. Traditionally, I use the new scissors as ribbon scissors, but I haven't really used these much, so I know they're still really good condition. But I wanted to show you they look pretty much the same. There's just a slight difference on them when you look at them this way. This is the original Stampin' Up! Scissors, and they have this slant here. They kind of come together that way, and this has less of a slant, and that's pretty much it. I haven't used them for any fussy cutting yet. I have used them for opening things like we're about to. I think they're going to be just as good. They will be available starting July 1st, and it's going to be great to get them. Not July, yeah, July 1st, because they're in the online exclusives. But I don't think they're going to be an online exclusive. I think they're going to end up in the catalog. It just right now won't be in the catalog because the new catalog won't be out until August. But they're not making us wait until August for it. So that is the good thing. All right. And let's crack this puppy open and see what's in here. All right, we have Misty Moonlight. If you've been getting these, you probably have a number of these. You can pass them on to friends. All right, and here is the big Misty Moonlight that I will be using. Oh, I forgot to get the block. Hold on. So in your very first kit, I forgot. In your very first kit, you're going to get a block. Here it is. That says Paper Pumpkin, and it is for putting your photopolymer stamps on. This looks like a big bush. We'll see what it is. This is a fireworks, some little stars. It says, time to celebrate. You are invited. Wishing you happiness. So perfect timing if you have any graduations coming up. I know some places like universities have already graduated. Hopefully if you needed that, you got this ahead of time. I have had mine for a little while, but remember I was finishing up the other kit. I got mine really early this month. So this is the May 2026 Sparkling Celebrations. And it comes, you know, wrapped in the nice blue. Keep this paper. Last month I used it on my card. I use it for wrapping, for packaging. I have a friend who she shreds it. She cuts it really thin to use it as for little, oh, what do you call it? The little shredding, I can't even think of what it's called now. The little shredding in packages and stuff. So she just cuts it up, puts it in baggies, and uses it for her packaging. So I'm curious as to if that's a bush or what that is. It looks kind of like a bush. That would be a very interesting one. All right, so with these stamp sets, if you do other kits, remember you can always take the Stamp & Seal Plus and glue 2 of them together, and then they're a little thicker and easier to grip onto. With my nails, sometimes my fingernails on these skinny ones go into the ink. So just watch out for that. Here are our cards. So we have lots of celebrations coming this summer besides the graduations that are going on now for high school and university. We had Memorial Day in June. Well, my birthday, so that's a big celebration. Hi, Covina. Where are you now? You're doing all your traveling and camping around. So yeah, that does look kind of like a bush. I can't wait to see that. That looks pretty cool. And then we have these others. And so this, when I'm wanting to finish and lay it out and make sure I have all mine, I just lay it right on top of there. I know that now with these narrower ones, people are putting them into the envelopes. Some people are actually gluing this down. I'm not gluing mine down. I'm just going to slide it in with the envelope. I don't feel like it has to be there. You can see all the ingredients that are in the kit. We have the coordinating colors over here. Blackberry Bliss, one of my all-time faves. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Hydrangea Hue, Melon Mambo. Oh, we haven't seen Melon Mambo in a while. Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, Black and Silver. So let's check these out. So we have 3 different cards, 3 of each design with these awesome envelopes. Wait till you see these. These look amazing. Have you ever done one of these paper lanterns? I have not. Of course, when I see these lanterns, first thing I think of is Tangled, the movie, the Disney movie Tangled. I also think, you know, of Chinese culture because they use the paper lanterns. I've never seen them in person. I think it would be phenomenal. My conservative side or my earth conscious side does have a little bit of a problem with the paper lanterns. Okay, I understand, and the fireworks, but I love fireworks, so I get it. But it does definitely make a pretty card. And here we have the cards are no-fail instructions, and we have our ingredients. So let's go ahead and put these cards together or get them kind of organized. So we got some tear and tape, always great to have. We got some, let's see, we got some silver ink, some silver embellishments, and we got some mini dimensionals. So I will have my full-size dimensionals handy because, you know, I prefer those for most everything. And then we have our 3 different envelopes. We have this one. Ooh, it's like its own DSP. Oh, ooh. So you know I'll be using that, and a lot of other people who do who do it will too. So who do alternates will too. So I'm just going to pull one of each, and I have a feeling we'll know which one goes with which. So we're going to start out, I guess, like this, I think is the way they'll go. So 1 looks like it'll go with that, 2 with this one, and 3 with this one. They did not, normally they put it with their envelope, but here they just have the pile of envelopes. So let's see. Let's move that out of the way. All right. It is a stamping kit, so we want to make sure to hang on to our cardboard. our chipboard, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take one of these. This is, oh man, you know, we're going to have to cut these and just get more cards. Absolutely going to happen that way. Even this one, even this one. This is number 1. And this one, so pretty with all these stars. Do you see those stars? Is number 2. And with these 2 backings, you can get so many more cards. You can at least double your cards by putting it on a cardstock of your choice in color. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. All right, so we're going to start with this one, and we need 1 big lantern there and 1 little lantern here, and then 1 double lantern here. Then we need these, so 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and then we need on here, we need 1 large one and 2 little ones. All right, do you like lights? Do you like lanterns? Do you like lights at your house? Do you like to watch the fireworks? I love watching fireworks. I love all the colors. They just makes me happy, and I just have to not think about the environment in that moment. I know. Is it hard for you? Do you do the same thing? Do you think about the environment when you're watching the stuff, or do you just enjoy it and tell yourself, I'm going to think about the environment later. I don't want to think about it right now. It's one of those conundrums, one of those really hard things that's like, oh, I love watching this, but I know it's not the greatest thing for the environment. All right. So then we want one of these windows over here. And then we need one of these. So the things that we stamp on, they usually give us 4. So they give us 1 extra of each. Here we go. 1 extra of each. There's that. And then there is this one. It goes like that, and then those are the extra. I love that they do give us an extra, because last month I did go oops and accidentally goofed up one. So let's put this stuff back in the box. This is all the others that I'll be using for making, and I can tell you right now, I am 100% going to be cutting these in half and using both sides. You can get so many more. So you know what? I might be doing that for these cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut them off. We'll just do the card front, because that way I can maximize my cards. So I'm just going to do it. Yeah, normally I know you're all sitting there going, wait, what's she doing? She always makes the cards as designed. I'm going to make the front of the cards as designed, but I am going to trim this off at that line so that I have this card back to play with. I'm going to go ahead and leave this the right size, and I'll probably put it on white cardstock. I'll let you know next week what I decide to do. So I am just doing the front of the cards. Don't panic. It's okay. I know you've never seen me do that. You are all going, what is she doing? I know, right? I know. So the other thing I'm going to do a little different is I'm going to condition them all together on here. All right. So I just use my hand, and I just rub it and condition it so that I can go ahead and use it. All right. So we're just gonna rub it. I don't like to rub it on my clothes. There are people who rub it on their clothes. It picks up too much fuzz for me because it's pretty sticky. Now you only want to do this on the side that you ink. You don't want to do it on your flat side because that's the side you want to stick to your stamp. So make sure that you are not doing that on your side that goes to the stamp, or to the block, I mean. All right, so I'm just conditioning those. Here we go. All right, so we're going to be, and I love this, it is a bush. We're going to be doing some bushes down here. So I'm going to pull this off, put that there, and then we also want "You're invited," which is perfect timing because I want to invite some people to something that I'm doing. And so now I was trying to figure out, do I have anything that says "You're invited"? I do now. Thank you, Paper Pumpkin. Oop. Let's go ahead and get the other block like this. All right, and then we're going to use our Night of Navy. So this is the "You're Invited." I was just talking with a friend of mine. We were talking about, let's see how that stamps. Perfect. Talking about re-inking. How often do you re-ink your stamps? Yeah, right? I'm thinking many of you might be like me and you forget until it's just so light. You're thinking, that's not the color I wanted. So this one still looks pretty juicy. And is stamping pretty good, but I think what I need to do when I know I'm not going to be crafting for a day or two is to re-ink everything. And I might just do that this evening because typically I'm not in here on Sundays. And then Monday I won't be in here because Mom and I are now Mondays and Wednesdays out and about. We have a caretaker for my dad. So we get to go out and about and do stuff. So I think tonight I'm gonna put on a show and re-ink. All right, here we go. So we're going to do right there. There we go. And some are a little higher, some are a little lower. And they overlap, and that's okay. You just want to make sure to re-ink. It comes out a little greenish because it's on yellow, but that's okay because, right, I mean, so I'm going to do this one down there, and then this one up here. All right. So we just stamped across this bottom, and there are some darker and lighter colors. All right, which is great because that gives it its texture. So that's awesome. All right, set that aside. Then we are going to do this, this, and this. All right, so we want to do this one and this one with the tear and tape. We're going to put a little tear and tape on the big one. Oh, it looks like it's 3 different sizes. Is it 3 different sizes? Did I grab that? Well, I did. This one goes back in here. I need one of these little ones. So there's 3 different sizes of the light bulbs. So just pay attention to that when you're doing it. There's 3 different sizes. And we have, they're small. Should have grabbed my tweezers. All right, so we have our 3 different sizes. And we have the tear and tape. I'm going to turn this way because it's easier to put it on all the way. Ooh, can I get it straight? Therein lies a good question. So let me bring it closer to me. Oh, it is just as, oh, yeah. Oh, it's down. When it's down, it's down. So when I take this off, I will roll this part that came off over here. I will just roll it to the back. All right. I'm just going to use my thumbnail there. Then we have, because it's just a smidget wide, actually. It's just a smidget wider. So or right on, like here it shows a little bit of an edge. There's no edge. It is exactly. So you wouldn't want to cut it. That would be really a mess. You just want to be careful. So then I just need a little piece right here. Or we use our glue. Next time, I think I'm going to use the glue instead of this. Absolutely, positively. All right, so in this case, I do need my minis. Instead of using those, I'm going to use a started one because sometimes I'll send customers one of these. So I like to keep those intact. So let's see. Definitely need the minis for these. These are itty bitty teeny weeny. I have some long nails, some short nails. It's time to get my nails and toes done, I think. Do you like to get your nails done? Do you like to go have a mani and pedi? I do. I like that feeling of being pampered. Do you like to be pampered? I like to be pampered. And of course, June is coming, so I'm going to go pamper myself because it's my birthday month. It's my birthday month, and it's a big number. It's a big number. All right, so we're going to put this here. Can you guess what the number is? I don't know if I've said it before. I'll let you guess the number. All right, so first we have this one. Oh, no, we need to put this down. All right, this goes all the way, it goes above those. About like that. All right, so then we're going to start with the little one, it looks like. Start with the little one. Hang it over, whoop. Hang it there. Then the next size up is going to go there. I may have put that a little too high. Let's see. And then this one goes here. There we go. Whew. That's cool. And then I will put it on a piece of cardstock. Probably a white one. Let's see if I have some white ones that we can put it on. I do. Oh, here we go. So I'm just using a thick basic white, and I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm going to pop this on the front of this card base. Let's see, am I? Am I really? I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see if that got it. A little plug, you know. There we go. There we go. All right. So we're going to pop that right on here. And that way, I've got the whole front of it covered, which is totally fine. Like that. All right, and then underneath is my card. But now I have this to use for another card because it's too pretty not to. This is probably like the lines, so I could hang some of these off of it. We'll see what I do, but even if not, it almost looks like streaks in the sky, and that's okay. All right, I have a little bit of white. I'm a little bit off, but I am so not even going to worry about it. This is perfect. So do I have these blue sparkles that are kind of like that. So let's pick them up, and I'm going to stamp a few inside. Right. We'll just go right across the top. There we go. All right, you could even do it across the bottom. You could do a whole frame with it, however you want. That's what I'm going to do. I might even get out some green and put the bush inside here, but I won't worry about that today. So here is card number 1. Just the card front, because I did cut off the back. Now don't panic, because I'm going to be doing that for every single card, because I want those backs. I want to be able to make more cards. Like I said, I have something coming up. I want to send out invitations, and this is perfect. So let's go on to card 2. All right, and whoops, here's my trimmer. Yep, first thing. Oh, then we have this great envelope that will go with this. Now here, I am going to stamp one of those bushes in the corner, because that just then coordinates with our page, our card. Oh, what happened there? Sometimes with these solid stamps, you really have to make sure you get it. I have a little bubble under there. I'm going to have to fix that. See that bubble? And that sometimes can cause a problem. So I'm going to have to clean that off before I use it again. Here we go. There is card number 1. All right, we need this out. Let's go ahead and stamp. Time to celebrate. There we go, right there. And that is the only stamping for this one. So I love this font. That is a great font. That did not stamp super good. Okay, so I didn't quite get the C on here. So then when I added a little pressure there, it came out better. Time to celebrate. So I want to make sure even pressure all the way around. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I tend to be a little lighter on one side, heavier on the other. So that's how you test it out to see. And I saw my C's weren't, so then I added some equal pressure. So then it came out. So let's go ahead and bring out our card base with that. Lots of possibilities right there. We have those dies. Oh, I didn't grab those. So here we have this die, and it punches out those little stars. I didn't keep them, but I would keep them. Now that I think about it, I should have kept them, but they are kind of tiny. So you'd have to just have barely little glue dot on there. So these dies would be totally perfect for this kit, which of course, you know, that's why it was designed that way. So now we have another card front. We already did our stamping. Okay, so now we want to lay these out. I like to lay them out how they have it so that I know it is correct. This card is going this way. This is going this way. We have these 3 going this way, and then we have the stamp too of the fireworks. So this would be really cool. I'm going to go ahead and say it because you know I'm going to. You can do it in gold. You can do it in clear and then in different colors. You could make your own fireworks with that using embossing powder. Yep, embossing powder. I said it. I know you don't see me use embossing powder much, but I think for this one, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. All right, so I'm just going to use regular size dimensionals on this because it just calls for one, and that way they're not too wobbly. And then on here, I like my regular size. There's times when I like the minis, but when it's big spaces like this especially, I definitely want my regular sized dimensionals. All right, so the card's going to go this way. I don't know, I think this way. Let's see. Yeah, like this. So we will do this like that, and then it's going to go here like that. This one is on the top right here. So I want to excuse my head. This one kind of slides up under these like this. Oop. It's starting to stick. This is where I wish I had my glue. All right, there we go. Time to celebrate. And then we have this one over here. This one down here. And this one on top. Oh yeah. You can totally do this. Let's see if I have some more white. Here we go. Here's one that would work. Oh. I had two score lines on here. I'm not sure if I just did it, but it's perfect for covering because no one's really going to look underneath. So it's perfect for covering this up. Woohoo! All right, so let's get our glue, and we're gonna be able to get lots of cards out of this. So if you've got some sort of backyard barbecue, if you're doing something for 4th of July, if you've got some other celebration going on, somebody's birthday, somebody's graduation, somebody's retirement, these would be perfect cards for that. So let's go ahead and hi Millie Willie, get this like that. I'm gonna bring it over, rub it there, and there we go. So then of course we can take our blue, our Misty Moonlight, take this one, and we can do that on the inside. Oh, I already got a block. And do that there, there. You could even have it coming off like that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't do that. There we go. Have to have 7 in there. Can't do an even number. The even numbers don't work. All right, so there you go. Time to celebrate. And then you have, if you have a birthday in there, what's this one? Wishing you happiness. You could do that inside. You could do happy birthday. You could even say you're invited on the inside, whatever you want to do. And then here is the card, the envelope that goes with it. And I don't know, I may be using these envelopes like DSP because they're just really cute. Stick the card in a plain white one that you can then decorate. See, because this one is hard, you could easily cut this off and put it on a regular, there's an envelope. There you go. Here's an envelope. You could cut this out and put this, glue this envelope. Oh, it's, yeah, no, it's not quite the same. It would give it a little white edge though. So, or you can just use the white envelope and not worry about it. All right, second card done. Next card. Look at that envelope. Love it. All right, look at this. Love it. What am I gonna do to it? Cut it. I know. Don't panic. It's okay. It's okay. Do you have to cut yours? Heck no, you don't have to cut yours. You do what works best for you. If you don't want to cut it, you don't have to cut it. Let's see. Do I have another white? Do I have another white? Oh, I have another white, and it's even this way. So that will work perfectly. Just like that. Oh, is it cut right? That seemed a little bit wide. So 4 1/4. Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. All right. So now it should work perfectly. There we go. Oh, that's what happened. I didn't unfold it. I didn't unfold it. So let's try that again. There. All right, I may have to use another one. All right, hold on. Do we have another one? There we go. We got another one. So, I often have, well, I have a whole little bin of card bases in most of the colors, not all the colors. So yeah, here we go. Let's try this again, and this time, success. Let's make this card front. Actually, let's go ahead and glue it down first. Then we don't have to worry, because it'll be done and it'll be glued. And then we can just put the rest of the card together, because that's the fun part. All right. See, it works best when you can stand it like that versus trying to lay it down. I find that works better. All right, there we go. We have a card base. So it's a card, see? It's white inside, just like it would be if it was this, but I have this to play with, and I'm excited about that. I'm glad I thought of it. I saw somebody else do that on their very first paper pumpkin opening, and I thought, you know, I could do that because I'm showing you the front of the cards as designed. All right, so instructions. Oh, this whole thing, see, and then this is going to cover it all. That's kind of a bummer. But I guess what we're going to be doing is we're going to be popping these out. Now, you can get rid of them if you want to, but you know I'm going to be keeping these without a doubt. I will be keeping these and using them for something. Especially if you have little sentiments or if you want to have some sort of a pattern, those are going to go in the box and be kept. All right, so first thing we're going to do is stamp some bushes. I don't really see the bushes. Let me look at the front of the... Oh, here are the bushes. How odd is that? There's a bare outline of the bushes, but we are stamping. Now I wish I hadn't glued that on yet. You see that you're supposed to stamp. You sort of see an outline, but you don't see it until you look at the front, and here you can see the bushes. So always double check the front, because the front is what the cards look like. Every now and then they misprint and they don't get something printed in here. So just be aware. All right, we're going to bring this back. That means I need to see if I can get rid of, that bubble. There we go. I got rid of the bubble. Oh, there's a bubble up there now. All right, got rid of the bubbles. Let's go ahead and stamp across the bottom. I'm going to just look at this front card. Okay. See, they're showing through the window. How bizarro. That just is really weird. All right, so we're going to do this. Can't really see how high up because it's not showing in the instructions. So there we go. And then on here, with it going this direction, we are going to stamp that last sentiment, wishing you happiness. So then this is completely empty. And we need another D block. Let's turn it around the right way. Definitely getting my chipboard used up today. Okay, all the way across. I'm not pressing hard because I don't want to squish out the words, but I want to make sure I have even pressure across everything so it all prints out nicely. All right, so here we go. Let's try this. So this is designed to look like the windowsill. All right, so we're going to put dimensionals across there. I'm going to go ahead and use my big ones, then I don't need to use as many. Oh goodness, I just saw that I'm covered in cat hair. Everybody is shedding in the house right now because, you know, winter is over, summer is coming, and Benji is a big time shedder pretty much year round because of her soft intense fur. But I just realized my whole front is covered in cat hair. Goodness gracious me, oh my. All right, all of these are going to get dimensionals, and since they all fit on a I think I'm going to use a smaller dimensional on that one. All right, they all fit pretty good. That one, yep. All right, let's, oh, and this actually needs the tear and tape. I think I'm just going to use glue. We're just going to use glue because I've already got it out. So I'm just going to use glue, and I can squiggle it around because then we're putting it on the whole front of this card anyways. And that way we have some wiggle room, and we've covered up that whole thing that you were all worried about me cutting. See, I still have one to play with. All right, so then we need to open this because those, oh, I was supposed to put those on before. Oops. I was supposed to put those on before we put the window on. All right, so we're just going to pop this up under here then. And then this one, see, June, I jumped ahead. I know, you're like, you were in a hurry. Yes, I was. I jumped ahead. I made the mistake so you don't have to. All right, so then This one is going to go right here. And this one goes underneath. All right, let's see. Oh. There we go. All right, so you can open it if you want. It's designed that you can. Okay, here we go. And this one. There we go. All right, so you can open it like that if you want, or you can just leave it. And then these will go underneath as the windowsill. All right, so there you go. Wishing you happiness. And then it'll open this way. All right, and you could put some trees. I guess I didn't put the trees high enough. See, that's the, you could see more trees here, but that's okay. You can see a little bit of the trees. So I would want to stamp them higher. I didn't think about the fact that it's going to be covered there. So I was trying not to have it show on the bottom. So you would want to stamp it higher and not worry, because this is going to be covered. So you can stamp it higher. This paper is so pretty. It's a shame to cover it. So I'm excited to play with those. All right, so we could put a bush in here. Let's bring this back. I've made a total mess of this. That doesn't usually happen. But we'll just go ahead and do this right there. And then I'm going to just kind of go across the bottom with some low bushes. There we go. So I didn't get them all well on the front, but now I've got one. I've got them inside here. Wishing you happiness. And then you could do happy birthday, congratulations on your wedding, congratulations on your retirement, congratulations on your birthday. It could be for anything, absolutely anything. That is just really cool. All right, let's bring back our 3 cards. And then this one, we have it like this with this amazing envelope. All right, here we go. Our 3 cards. There we go. And then we still have the backings of these 4 future cards. How about that? Yay! All right. So before we say goodbye, let me just remind you of a few things and tell you about something exciting. All right. So Bikes and Blooms is the next paper pumpkin. You have until June 10th to subscribe. All right, so for this one, it's going to be 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with coordinating envelopes. It says these cheerful cards and standout silver details are made for feel-good moments. Silver foil and pre-cut paper pieces, silver butterfly embellishments and linen thread. Coordinating colors are Calypso Coral, that will be the Stampin' Spot, Crushed Curry, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, and Pecan Pie. All right, so if you're into biking or if you like the idea of biking, this is going to be a cute, summery kind of paper pumpkin. So you have until June 10th to subscribe for that. I do not know. I cannot tell you if the dies are still available. I would have to look and see. I can let you know in the comments. You have today and tomorrow left for the May product of the month, which is this amazing designer series Vellum that you've seen me not use yet, but I need to use it. It is still available. It is the only product of the month currently still available. So if you want it, I would suggest you get it. All right. So while supplies last, once they have sold out, it's gone. All right. And it will say sold out once they're gone. So you have the Fresh Freesia little plaid print. You have the Peaceful Pine dots. You have these pieces that you can fussy cut, which I need to sit down and do tonight while I watch some TV. And with the folks, and then you have this print as well. And I will be doing a live next week using these to show you before it's all gone. And on, you have also today and tomorrow is the last day to join my team. If your wish list is more than $99, this is the deal for you. Even if you don't want to have a business, if you just want to be the person who gets the discount on your craft supplies because you love all things Stampin' Up, this is a great deal. You start off with 20% off and you can work your way up to 25% off. You get, with your $99, you get $125 worth of product of your choice, as well as all the new in color ink pads, the whole set. That's a $63 value. All right. And then if you're like, oh, Jen, I already bought these, then you can get an additional $35 worth of product. So that gives you $160 worth of product for $99, or $125 plus the ink pads for $99. So if that sounds like something easy breezy, something you want to do, join my Ink Collective crafters. We get together at least once a month for our team gathering. We do a show and tell, showing each other what all we've created. We do a make and take. We talk a little bit about what's going on in Stampin' Up, what's going on with our team, but we have a lot of fun and laughs, and that is the best part of being a part of the Ink Collective crafters and Stampin' Up. And when you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, then you have a whole lot of other perks. You get to order things before everyone else does. You get to hear about specials coming before everyone else does. You get to gather together and create with other demonstrators. You get to meet people from all over the world, Australia, New Zealand, and all over Europe, as well as Canada and North America. I have friends across the globe now because of Stampin' Up. The June, so this is the May product of the month, and you have until it runs out. Okay, it's the current product. It's the only one available right now, and it is good while supplies last. Once they sell out, it's gone for good. This is the June set that's coming. It's called Wild Bunch. It's a stamp set with these, excuse me, adorable critters. It has happy birthday, thank you for all you do, hi friends, sending love, just a little note. It has the branch, it has this cute little checkered pattern, the present, the birthday hat, and a heart. And then you have this little moo cow. To me it looks like a Wagyu beef that we have around here, the hairy cows. That's all I can think of. I don't know if it has a specific name. If it does, somebody tell me below, because I don't know. It has the snail, the koala, and the penguin. Absolutely adorable. Adorable. It's only $5 with an order of $75 or more. Same with this one. It's only $5 with an order of $75 or more. So if you really want this, place your order right away. And then I would say on June 1st, have another order ready to go. June 2nd, excuse me, have another order ready to go, because I think this one's going to sell out fast. It is super cute. I will be staying up until midnight Monday night, so I can make sure that on June 2nd, as soon as it's midnight, I can place my order. I'm going to have my cart already full, ready to go. One of the things that is probably going to be in the cart is this Winnie the Pooh set. I think something in it is out of stock. I can't remember what, but you can get what you can get, and then when the rest is in stock, you can do the little check mark and they will email you. But I've decided I'm going to go ahead and get the Winnie the Pooh from the May online exclusives. So first and foremost, you have until the 10th. Secondly, this is good while supplies last, and it could run out at any time. All right, these wonderful designer series vellum, really, it's a thick vellum. They're amazing. And then on June 2nd, this one will be available. Starter kit, today and tomorrow are your last days to take advantage of getting a free set of this. You're going to pay $99, get your $125 worth of product, and then for free, you get this, and shipping is also free. And you still have May online exclusives available to you. Once you're a demonstrator, then you also have the July pre-order online exclusives. So just saying, there's lots of perks to being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested, just reach out to me either through message or email. The choice is yours. You can even call me or text me if you want. My number is on the front page of my Facebook page. All right. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you back here on Tuesday for Kit Together Tuesday. And I have a new kit to crack open. See you then. Bye-bye.